It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's going to be a good one on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fighting his way through contact. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Operating from the gun, Barnes. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Barnes. Flush to his right. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. And on now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, it lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Barnes. He finds his man, complete. That's Craig. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle they go. Hawthorne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 58 yards.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
It's a gain of 3. Result is a first down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Barnes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Klein. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They work now on 2nd and 9. Well, now they'll try the end around. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Barnes. Forced out to his left. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw here. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. He finds his man, complete. It's Klein. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Barnes flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now 2nd and 3. Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try the left side. Hawthorne. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Back to throw. Barnes got his tight end. That's complete. That's Klein. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
A try here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
He finds his man, complete. It's Payne. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Looking to throw. Barnes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Back to throw again. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. He finds his man, complete. It's Klein. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Craig. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hart. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Barnes. He finds his man, complete. It's Hart. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Back to throw. Barnes.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with...
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going.
And he works free. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
2nd and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
no gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
3rd and 19.
Operating from the gun, Barnes. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taken right around the 44. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll bring them back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. He finds his man. Complete. That's Payne. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Second and 13. He finds his man. Complete. It's Payne. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to throw. Barnes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Complete to number 18. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys are going to retake the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Barnes. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hawthorne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Barnes. He finds his man, complete. It's Klein. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Barnes. Eluding the pressure right.
Loose inside the 30.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
A gain of 40 yards. Results in a first down.
Looking to throw. Barnes.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Hawthorne, and he is going to lose yardage here. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 4 yards.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 16-13, 2:06 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Barnes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here we go. This is 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. He'll look to throw.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he rifles one incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this to the 32. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Off the play fake, Barnes. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now again, right side. Hawthorne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down.
Back to throw. This is caught. All right, well, they didn't kick it on second down. Now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you get.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the home team here, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.